We've never been more divided, in my view, as we are now. We have more calls for agitations, even though they see them as maybe sponsored or whatever. But if you test the pulse around town, people are constantly talking my side, your side, and all of that. Those of us who believe in the one Nigeria are even looked at as strange.
Yes.
And it's not far from the kinds of appointments and nepotism within employment that people see is glaring in your face. When they called out the president for the appointments within his service chiefs and all of that, what he said was that he would not do ethnic appointments over merit, but then or that he will not take a person across to jump positions when there are seniors in cadre. But we saw that happen within the military. The things that you say with one side of the mouth are countered by your next action constantly. Within parastatals, it's not about merit. Every parastatal is on one side of ethnicity, and it's because you're there.
Let me take this.
Yeah, good morning to everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. You see, if I'm going to rate president so far in this country, honestly, I'm going to rate Buhari. Buhari is the best president we have ever had in this country. But there are so many challenges Buhari is facing with. Number one, the challenge of corruption. There are so many corrupt people in this country that is not allowing Buhari to have his way. He's facing with corruption, and corruption is fighting back.
So I hear this conversation constantly, and we've heard it about every president while in power. So every president while in power is always worse than his predecessor, and he's always better than his successor. That's what I've always noticed when we talk about our presidents. But one thing I hear concerning each and everyone is, oh, they were surrounded by a cabal, they were surrounded by corrupt people, they were surrounded, but you are the head of government, you know. You are the head, the message I just read is talking about CBN, the Ministry of Finance. Who is the person in charge of getting the Minister of Finance and setting up that cabinet? It is the president. The thing is that in the end, the buck stops at his table. That's the truth.
We saw that when the vice president was holding a fourth for our president when he went for another time.
Yes.
Was it how many months he was around for? And we saw, even though there was not much change economically,
we felt
but his
something.
posture, the way he was making sure that once he gets a report, he works on it.
He made a few changes.
Deliberate actions.
Deliberate actions. He did certain moves.
Remember when he asked for the resignation?
With the DSS removal, the
Yes.
DSS head removal that he did, and the president came back and reversed
everything
to reflect ethnicity. Again. I'm saying it boldly here. He reversed it to reflect ethnicity. You could not even stay or continue certain things because it had been already done. But you had to reverse it until the favors set. There's too much PADI in this government. Let's say it as it is. Okay, now, Abba carries extradition order from a court in America. The least you do is send him to go and clear his name. He gets his own lawyers. He goes there. He defends himself successfully. He gets an acquittal and he comes back a free man here. But what does he do? He put up a panel. The AG is looking into the matter. Everybody is doing, we are doing review, we are protecting, we are doing review. But there's too much PADI. Okay, if I have something now, do I go to the president? Do I have people along corridors? Oh, yeah, help me. Cover. Get it.
Right.
It's
Let me take
much.
this call, Yinka.
And you're saying you're fighting corruption.
Our last two callers, interestingly, supported the government and saying that, listen, where would these people get the money from, especially because the previous administration practically stole most of our money. But, I mean, if we think about the power sector, for example, I mean, we cannot deny, me, I don't know about your house or your household, but me, I know in my own house, power has increased and is better than it was back then. I know I use more power now, and it's more stable. At least in a day, I have at least 20 hours minimum.
Wow.
Yeah,
Lucky you.
My own house, 20
You don't
hours.
increase your own tariff.
Of course, they've increased our tariff. You pay now. You pay.
No, you're paying.
Yes, I'm paying. That's the idea. You have to pay. There's no way in the world you won't pay for power.
No, but we are not complaining about paying. Where the government get money from? We had 77 oil firms. We took the story. Owing federal government $6.something billion. We did not do everything. And this is the government's sixth year. Running 2 more years before they're done. Less than 2 years before they're done. And nothing was done to recover that amount. But he mentioned days and his route. All these monies have been forfeited fully to the federal government. He reached out to the 212. We're owing, oil firms are owing us. We are doing PADI. We think you come out for this one. AMCON has the ability to recover looted funds. How many have we recovered?
Help the economy.
Was taking time. There's still corruption. That's I voted this government first term, second term. I believed in Buhari's dream for this country. I love this personality. And when he talks, I listen. So I'm relying on what he said.
The president is still employing Nigerians. We all have that inherent desire to just destroy things. All of us in Nigeria, we're not fixing our country. Let's be true to ourselves. Each and every one of us have things we're doing to contribute to where we are, to the corruption that we're in.
The sincerity in his fighting corruption will help us begin to sit up. So not because I know you, I'll do something, you now turn a blind eye. Somebody else who is not close to you will do the same thing and you prosecute the person. People are seeing. Everybody's watching. The world is watching. So if you say, I am fighting corruption, even if the person is from my tribe, this person commits this crime, you people will see the person being prosecuted openly.
Okay,
every other person will sit up. Right. It starts from the head.
Right.
Okay.
Maya.